Hello, my dear gardeners. You know what? I think 2 years is the limit for this plastic bag in which I'm trying to do fresh soil from leaves. And this bag, this particular bag, has it somewhat done. Some bigger sticks are not decomposed yet. So I am going today put that all this matter here, because there is some good soil, some leaves still. I'm going to put it all through this nice fine mesh which came to me with the house. The previous owners had it, and hopefully I will separate good soil from sticks and will return sticks back to the bag. Well, look at this, not to this one. You know what happened? Some roots from the tree came inside, actually through the holes into the bag, because you know roots are advantageous, right? They're looking for good stuff in the soil. And you know what else? I ordered extra bulbs. We have such a good weather for such a long time. It's almost like trees knew that the weather is going to be nice and warm, and our maples in the front kept their leaves literally till several days ago, and then suddenly all of them started falling. Like they know when the cold weather is coming, right? So we were still busy collecting all the gold, and it was literally looking very nice and golden. All the leaves on our medium maple, they're very yellow, so they did look like garden gold. I'm not sure what our neighbors were ready to say about that, but we collected them all, and I need these bags to put them in. That's why I'm doing this quicker recycling of, you know, separation from all this, these sticks from the soil. But you know what? This thing is not going to work. This bag is done. I reused it for 2 years, and now it's time to have a different bag. And by the way, here's a video how I do composting of leaves and all other garden waste. So nothing is wasted in my garden, and it's kind of fun. When you run garden on your own, nobody does anything in your garden. It's like a nice little closed loop. You have leaves, you compost them, you have good stuff for next year. Like, look at this. This is so cool, you know? Look at this. This is garden gold. And last year, this was leaves. I can't believe people just pack their leaves and put them in brown bags and throw them away. How nice and friable it is. Plus, it's very satisfying to run the garden, you know, like a clock year round. Oh, look at this. A big, nice, advantageous root from probably our holly got inside here and was eating all the cookies inside, right? And you know what? Now I'm starting thinking what I'm going to do different next year in the garden. Rule number 1 for me: whenever I put new seeds, I'm going to put a sign there with the name of what I did. I was cleaning up near my rows here at the back, and I saw this nice colony of weeds, you know. So I just, without thinking, I just weeded it all, like 20 plants. And later I realized that I planted there forget-me-nots, and we have a nice area here. Let me show you. So it's right here near my Olivia Austin rose. And she is, look at her, she is keeping almost all her leaves. She started to drop them at the bottom. And those are the leaves from maples, mulched leaves. And look at this, here at the back, we have a very nice bench here, right? So this area is a nice little nook. It's very private, nobody can see it. My husband likes to sit here and read his books. So I thought to myself, I'm going to plant here forget-me-nots. And I almost weeded all of them. I left like 3. Look at this, here it is. Oh my gosh. I think these are forget-me-nots, don't you think? The first year they're like this, and then next year they're going to blossom. Please confirm if you know the growth, because I'm trying to introduce forget-me-nots in the garden. And I know once you introduce them, that's it. They're here to stay, right? So that's what I'm planning to do. At least I left several of them here. I ran to my weed pile where I throw all the weeds out, trying to find my forget-me-nots baby plants. Well, too late. They were all wilted and dried up. And once the root system is dried, that's it. There's nothing we can do to save that plant. Okay, so all this beautiful soil is going to go, not all, some of it, because it is gold, under my butterfly bush. Here we have, well, butterfly bush is sharing space here with, what's the name of it? Major wheeler honeysuckle. And usually in spring I give my butterfly bush a severe haircut, like a severe trim, and this year it was not trimmed, so it got out of its proportions a little bit too much for my garden. I wanted to keep it smaller, and in spring there is a lot of space around this bush, right? So look what I bought. I bought some beautiful bulbs. Companies are still shipping. I'm still buying 50% off. And these little bulbs, I never saw them around our neighborhood here. They are squirrel, but white color. Well, actually they're a little bit blue on the blue side, but generally white in comparison with usual blue squirrel, right? So look how many bulbs there are. And they are tiny little things, and they come up very early in spring. They naturalize. Maybe sometimes they take over the garden, which is fine with me. So I'm going to put them in like a little patches around my butterfly bush, and next spring we will have these beautiful white stars thrown through the grass, which would be quite delightful, I must say. Usually the rule of thumb is to plant bulbs twice or 3 times their size down. So these bulbs are so small. Look at them, they are tiny. Oh gosh, for them I need my hands. Oh, look at them, they're tiny little bulbs. But what a delightful promise, right, for next year? All right, let me get them into the soil here. I'm not going to raise the grass. I will just make a hole and drop these babies. Hopefully they will successfully naturalize in the garden. Squirrels don't like them. I will try my best to put them roots down, but it's not a biggie, I think. If they will figure it out. If they are slightly to the side. Butterfly bush is just a little bit too much this year, you know? But you know what the beauty of this butterfly bush is? The limbs get old, for example this limb. I probably will just yank it out at the base, and butterfly bush is happy to create new growth right from the bottom. All right, little bulbs, here you go. These bulbs has an excellent tendency to naturalize, right? So I want to have this very informal growth. Good, good, good. My butterfly bush will get a little bit of good stuff. Alright, so I'm going to continue doing this for some time today. I have 3 more bags to go through, and we'll just spread this good soil all around the garden under my valuable plants. Boxwoods right here. I will have to do them because they're, you know, this side still struggles. So I'm going to put a little bit right now. Let me do this. These boxwoods on this side, and they're beautiful. I cannot complain. They're healthy, but they're smaller than on another side. Let's give them nice cookies too. And by the way, the saw from Seesii company, which I have, that long pole can also host the hedge trimmer, so you can trim hedges on the very long distance. It's actually good for hedges with softer branches, hard to reach, the tall ones, especially in front I have, and you can do it as a grass trimmer as well, so that's kind of convenient. One more thing, I need an advice from you. What do I plant under my big arch right here? And let me explain to you the situation there. Let's go and see it. Okay, here we go. We have this beautiful arch which I made, and on both sides I planted new dawn roses, and this area here is like a collection of stuff, you know, like all plants bunched together. Here I have my rose, which I adore, I like it. This is Boscobel rose. Here I have starflower. On this side I have black-eyed Susans, which is not really a keeper here. I want to get rid of it. There are some spring bulbs planted around, and the most important thing, we have here bleeding hearts, and they go dormant in the middle of summer. So all this area is, oh my gosh, I don't like it. So I want, just imagine this beautiful rose which finally made it on top here. So next year hopefully we will have some sort of a resemblance of arch filled with beautiful roses. And underneath here I want to have either annual or perennial in light blue color. And at the beginning I was thinking about delphiniums, right? Those magnificent delphinium blooms. They do coincide with roses. The beginning of June is when our big flush of blooms happening. But delphiniums are on alkaline side, they like alkalinity in soil. And here roses, these are strong climbers. So I can't really keep my soil acid here, but in the middle alkaline. The roots of the plant, of my rose, will spread out because these are big long climbers. So I can't really mix soil here very much. I don't think delphiniums will be a good choice, although there are such beautiful, I think Blue Angel delphinium. It's not really a tall one, something like this. Wouldn't you imagine beautiful mass of delphiniums? And then I started looking into annuals. I checked out blue lace flower. Oh, gorgeous, very romantic, very cottagey look. Well, the problem is blue lace flower blooms at the end of summer, and I want to combine my blooms with roses the beginning of June. So I went through all different options. So if you have this beautiful blue, light blue, preferably light blue, annual or perennial, please do let me know under this video, because I want to get rid of all this combination of stuff. I want to keep my rose. Another way I was thinking what to do here, since my rose has this, you see this beautiful color, light pink. My Boscobel is still trying to create some blooms here in cold weather. To do the same cosmos here, the same color, kind of to blend this rose with cosmos blooming. What do you think? Cosmos, they can be nice. I think they also like soil on the alkaline side. I'm not sure. All right, so this is a question. Please, if you have this majestic blue plant, do let me know. Oh my gosh, look at this. What? Oh, you know what? I was cleaning, I was weeding here, and I threw this wine and I hit my rose with it. Oh my gosh. But look at my rose, Parfuma rose. I better clean all these leaves here. She's finally giving up on blooming and on growing. Very good, because cold weather is coming. All right, my dear gardeners, I will see you in my next video. Happy gardening.